We are here with the PIEA Colonial High School Rocket League action powered by TEC, the esports company. My name is PIEA. I'm still here, joined by Flater. Flater, we got off to an interesting start, a little high school 3v3 turned 2v2, but this time we've got all 6 players looking like they're ready to take the stage.
Oh, they're ready to take the stage. They're ready to take the battle on. It is the clash of the Titans here. We've got Greensburg Catholic High going up against Carmichaels. Now, a little bit of the background for Carmichaels. These guys are, some might say, good, really good. 3-0 in week 1 against the Red Devils. These guys are here to play, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge for Greensburg, which I believe is going to be playing their first game of the season.
Okay, Greensburg, welcome to the matches. Here is quite the challenge. That's quite the welcoming party that we have ready for them. Carmichaels, yeah, definitely sounds like they're on a hot streak, but can they continue that from one week to the next? This will still maybe feel like a new clean slate as we're still only week 2 into this season, and so still feels like teams getting those proving grounds, even if they haven't lost a single match just yet. But for this matchup, I'm just really looking forward to this because we've got very different sets of skills between each high school team. So I really feel like every match is a battle of their own. And as we get now into game number 1, we're going to find out exactly what these teams are bringing to the table.
Here we go, game number 1 of the best of 5 series, Carmichaels versus Greensburg, already off to a flying start as Carmichaels has come out with possession. Rate 50, JK Ray, look at this, they look so controlled, right? We've got another shot here towards the back net. Mike's shot on target, amazing save by Shadows, and this is already a much higher paced game than last one.
Oh, certainly. And I do want to call out one player here. I see Shadows on the OG Pittsburgh Knights decal as somebody who's born and raised and living now in Pittsburgh. I got some respect for the decal. I rep it myself every now and then, but the style points, they don't quite translate to the scoreboard. It's John but him to the net.
Soft flick towards the bottom right corner. Past all 3 players for Greensburg. Carmichaels is up by 1, and I'm looking at some of the tags here, right? Greensburg is no shallow opponent either. Shadows, I believe, rocking that GC title, so it's going to be an interesting one, and honestly, it's really going to come down to the wire.
Really feels like it will. However, we still have yet to see Greensburg prove themselves on the pitch quite yet. Fast pace of gameplay has left them on their defensive end for quite some time, and unless they really are able to stake their claim on the orange side, we'll have yet to see what path they take to the net. Mystic trying to carve that path right now as Mike's kicks it off the sidewall. That's a powerful shot from Dave, but an even better save from Jay Cray.
Mystic in the corner now, he's looking for another pass, and we've seen Carmichaels do this, right? We've seen Carmichaels and Greensburg both go for delayed plays, right? What they want to do is get possession for as long as possible, break down that defense, make sure nobody's running over 10 boosts, and then strike when the iron is hot. Here's another opportunity for Carmichaels as they're starting off on the offensive side. John but him, a shot down the post, almost gets in there, but no second goal just yet. Carmichaels holding on to that 1-goal lead and even this possession.
Tell you what, got to check the crossbar for dents after this match. John annihilated that thing, so close to extending this lead to 2, but kudos to the defense as well coming out from Carmichaels. I mean, the chances have truly come from Greensburg to get opportunities on attack. In fact, they only have 1 shot registered, but they've spent much more time in this latter minute than the start of the game. But will that defense hold all together throughout this entire match? So far, so good, but still 2 minutes left.
You love to see this patience coming in from Carmichaels. They're not overextending. They're going back to grab the boost, but even after all that, they look to be the ones in control. We do see a bit of a whiff coming in here from Carmichaels as they try to pick up the pieces of this broken defense. Shadows, ooh. That Pittsburgh decal buff almost came in, but Mike's there with the save. J.K. Ray takes it off the backboard. Opportunity for a double denied by mistake. Mike's down post. Crossbar touch, maybe? No, it is not. Dave takes it away in 1:40 on the clock with Carmichaels still sticking to that 1-goal lead.
Got the bump over there against Dave and just trying to contain the play as it's possible. Maybe flush it out to a teammate, but already we're back on the other side of the field, and you wouldn't have imagined it, but maybe that first goal at the beginning of this game will be the only goal that's scored in this game, potentially the game winner. Mystic trying to turn the tides against that narrative. Dave, no touch there, left out in the midfield, and everyone else grabbing boost. J.K. going in for the bump. Shadows, last man remaining, still gets the save.
Dude, it is some amazing defense coming in here from Greensburg. I wouldn't be surprised if it remains a 1-goal game. J.K. Ray picks it up, takes it into the corner, and here's an opportunity for Carmichaels to extend this lead. We do see the defense crumbling at the moment as Mike's gets it past one. A demo does come in here. Dave, a good first touch, but is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Mystic shot on target. J.K. Ray there for the save. Takes it into the corner. But is that going to be enough to stop Greensburg, because they still very much want to continue this offensive pressure? 30 seconds remaining. Time is running out. Will Greensburg be able to capitalize on some of these opportunities that Carmichaels are leaving out?
15 seconds, time certainly wearing thin. John might have the aerial try to put this game to bed, but no, it's a double commit clear from the blue side. Now they've got to poke out to the sidewall. Greensburg, couple seconds maybe to get a chance here. The ball's got to stay alive, but they're unable to do it, and Carmichaels take game one, indeed, with that 1 goal.
Man, that game felt so quick. Did it 1 goal at the start, and that's all we got. I mean, look at the shots from Carmichaels. We've got 7 scored. I believe that's 11. Yes, and amen. There we go. 11 shots coming in from Carmichaels. I mean, it just goes to show the amount of pressure they've bestowed upon Greensburg. And Greensburg, they did not break, except for that one time. They did not break the entire time. So far, amazing game, and I just want to see more of this.
I think my greatest improvement area, development area right now for Greensburg, if they want to hope to even get their first goal in this game, is that boost management. Too often, I noticed this team trying to make a push upfield, just didn't have the boost necessary. Everybody's tracking back to their defensive end to grab those containers, and that completely extinguishes the effort. So here, off the kickoff, they've certainly got the boost to get that first goal, and it's going to be Dave So Base to get it in.
Good first touch and a control on that second one to walk this ball in. Dave So Base doing all the work by himself. With 16 seconds in, Greensburg have taken goal number 1.
Dave, and I believe, what is the Vulcan? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that car, recently touted by Sunless as a car to try out, because why not? We don't spend enough time in the weird cars in this game, so maybe Dave is the most based out there.
And I just realized even Shadows has got that So-based name going. So, a bit of a team play here from Greensburg. Let's see if they can do something with that. Shadows So-based. There he goes into the corner. A lot of this to work with, but what a clear from Carmichaels, taking away all of that pressure, putting it into aggression as the ball comes flying down towards the middle. Shadows goes for a corner read. J.K. Ray go with the save. Can he get it? No, he does not. Mystic, a bullet to the back of the net, and a 2-goal lead for Greensburg.
And I feel like Mystic has been one of those players that's been a little more quiet, tuned to playing the defensive end more so, but maybe change that tune a little bit, Mystic, because that was an incredible shot from the infield, away from the defense, and extending that lead now is Greensburg.
Mystic. Again, here he is. keeping up with that pressure. Shadows, and you know, you've got to give it to this Pittsburgh decal really makes me think, man, are there 4 players on the orange side? And I'm pretty sure Carmichaels are feeling the same way. It's like, oh wait, that's my teammate. Where is he going? Where's he going? No.
Well, there's somebody on Carmichaels who has a blue decal, so it's actually very confusing to try and watch the player. I think it's John, who, yeah, is on the orange team but sporting a blue decal. So always lovely players helping make it nice and confusing for us today. But no, we're doing a fine job keeping up. Can the defense keep up with this play from Mike? Infield pass out to J-Cray. Will go wide, but John may have some space to work with here. Bouncer in front of the net once again. Mike tracking this, but not as quick as Dave is. Dave, one more touch from the midfield. Not quite, but it bounces its way into the net without anybody putting a hand up.
Carmichaels just caught in a bad place at the moment. J-Cray, he was there. He had a lot of boost to work with. Unfortunately, the back flip got the better of him, and the top left corner shot from Dave, so based, so skilled, takes Greensburg up to 3.
This was quite the switch up between games. I think Carmichaels may be experiencing some whiplash, because how have they gone from limiting any single goal scoring from Greensburg to now allowing 3 in just half of the game? There needs to be a reset for this team to get themselves grounded once again, but high flying is Shadows. Shot taken. John and the rest of the reinforcements had to stay prepared. Here's another shot coming in from Dave, a little bit high. The follow-up not going to be there. And somehow, some way, Carmichaels survive yet another Greensburg shot fest.
And it doesn't stop there. Look at that. Greensburg back in it once again. Oh, good touch from Mike. So can he change the tides? Can he shift the tides back into Carmichael's favor? The time is now more than ever to make this comeback. Here's Mike's yet again off the backboard. Goes into the air. A lot of boost to get this. Oh my god, look at Shadows. He's so smooth with it. He says, I'll just bop it up right over. It's 2 different players. And look at that. All the pressure from that one play comes crashing back down on Carmichaels with 90 seconds left on the clock. They are in possession again, but for how long remains the question, because Greensburg are doing everything they can to stall for time.
Well, this shot's going to be devilish, but Shadows does put the hand up necessary. This is starting to get to that situation that I was worried about with Greensburg, where they're low on boost and having trouble getting out of the way, but that was really well played from Shadows. Actually baited the attacker in for the shot, but used their physicality for the strength of the clear. This is some really smart gameplay coming out of Shadows and company from our Greensburg team to probably just about tie this series up. I mean, at this point, it seems like later the team that doesn't score cannot score in a game.
It's just so interesting to see that you go from 0 goals scored to absolutely demolishing the competition and not letting the other ones win. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Greensburg is playing out of their minds right now. Dave basically carrying the shot accuracy with 4 shots on target. Carmichaels need to get at least a consolation goal here in order to understand the patterns and how they can get back into this game.
Well, Greensburg may not have rivaled the 11 shots from last game of Carmichaels, but they did limit them to just 3 in this one. That is game number 2, all said and done. Greensburg take the win and tie it against Carmichaels.
Amazing plays from Greensburg. Overall, we do see Dave so base. I've got to point him out. The dribble plays, right? It really comes down to the dribble plays again. We saw it last game. We're seeing it again here, and that too in a Vulcan. Can we appreciate the Vulcan? It is
appreciate
awesome.
the what?
The Vulcan. Dave.
Oh, the Vulcan. Right?
He's dribbling in the Vulcan.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, Flater, I main the Harbinger, which is not a very popular car, okay? It's not the Octane, the Fennec, or even the now historic Dominus. But, you know, you gotta switch it up sometimes, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now we've got to hope Carmichaels have got a response for that one, because it is 1-1, effectively a best of 3 now. A demo does come out early game, and that might give Carmichael some room to breathe. But look at that. Shadow says, I got you. Take all the time you need in order to get back into this field. I'm going to hold this team down by myself.
Really curious to see the adjustment play.
Oh,
cheeky roll one there. Gonna make things back to 2v2 land later. As we move on, really interesting scenario though, I must say, as this is a rare opportunity for us to witness some great sportsmanship later.
And we are witnessing exactly that. It is a 2v2, and it looks to be staying that way. I just want to know how long we're going to keep this going, because at this moment, a 2v2 between these two teams could really turn the tides here. Carmichaels may have an advantage. We will find out, as we do see John getting it past 2. There he goes, Jay Cray. A lot of positioning, a lot of space to work with. Decides to just shoot it on target and hopes for the demo to come in. Oh, rule 1 broken. And we're back into a 3v3. One opportunity is all they're going to get, and Carmichaels not able to capitalize upon that. It is not over yet, though. Jay Cray up in the air, taking it slow, but just fast enough to take it. We're so close to the crossbar, you could measure it in centimeters. Look at that. Jay Cray getting that first goal for Carmichaels, and this is exactly what you need in getting back in the game.
Beauty of an air dribble there, and the defense needed just a bit better positioning there from Greensburg. One on low boost, but rotated near post instead of that opposite post to prepare for any placement of the solo play try. But granted, that air dribble was nearly perfect. Couple demolitions in favor of Greensburg, and now they're rattling right back at them with the Mike demolition there. Ball off the ceiling, prime opportunity for the shot. John gets a piece of it, but not enough as Shadow sees it away. Wants to get this to the other side of the field now. But John, hungry for revenge, puts it out in front of the midfield, in front of his teammate Jay Cray. And it is the slow progression upfield from both teams. A little bit of tug of war here, as maybe Carmichaels is trying to get Greensburg in the same lockdown as they had them in game 1.
There they go. Half the game remaining here. Carmichaels is bringing up that what they did in game 1 seems to be working again. Greensburg hasn't had an opportunity to capitalize, but the question remains, how long can they make that happen? This is an opportunity for a shot. Mike's is not going to miss it in a 10-day streak. There they go. 2-goal lead now. Great pass from Jay Cray. Places it right in front of Mike's car, and Mike says, thank you very much. I'm going to drop this one down to the crossbar. 2 minutes and 20 on the clock, and a 2-goal lead for Carmichaels.
This is what waiting for the right opportunity looks like. I mean, that was the first shot registered in this game from Mike's, and waited for that moment to slot it, send it home. Shot efficiency looking great from this player right here of Mike's, who's now trying to dunk Shadows on the attempted clear. Can't quite find it. Shadows looking for maybe a cheeky pass to the infield, and end up getting it as well. Mystic picks up the pieces from the ground and sends it straight back to Greensburg.
I'm telling you, man, it's the orange car. I am pretty sure Jay Cray looked at that decal and he was like, oh, that's my teammate. He's got it. Nope. That was the man. That was the imposter. And 2-1 being the scoreline here. Greensburg, it really works out in their favor, and they're already starting off with an offensive play. Dave puts it down center. What a save from John. Takes it back into the corner, but Carmichaels need to get out of their own half. They've got no boost to work with, and Davis looks quite scary at the moment as he takes it. Takes another shot on target. Shadow so based, brings it right back, and just like that, Greensburg in the span of 50 seconds take the tie.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, the shot quality is improving over time from both teams. They're learning that you have to place this away from the defense and work the extremities of the net. Find that ball out of range of your opponents. Tie-up game now. And at 30 on the clock. And it might just come down to the ice, the clutch factor of either team to see who extends themselves in the lead of this series.
There they go. 60 seconds left on the clock to see who's going to take that lead. Is it going to be Greensburg or is it going to be Carmichaels? They've done it before. Can they do it again? Dave so based back in control. It's Shadows and Dave, the aggressive combo that is so hard to beat, but a double commit comes in, and this is an opportunity, a golden one at that, for Carmichaels to potentially even secure a goal, as well as the game as the shot comes in. Great pass, a little too slow though, and Shadows is right back in it. Offensive aggression comes in from Dave. A 50 from Jay Cray is going to give Carmichaels the space they need to go for another attack.
The defense are just planting their tires on the ground here for these saves. Earlier was Shadows against the pass play from the infield. Then it was Jay Cray. They're both just so patient, ready to witness and foresee the play coming to them. However, time wearing so thin here, we may stretch to an overtime unless we see that last second play. Jay Cray was eyeing the net there. Dave, pass out to Shadows, but look at them again. Both no boost. This is what I'm talking about. They're not fueled up for the counterattack. Mystic, miss on the play. Dave, no boost here. Does take it away. The ball still
yet.
Jay Cray with boost. Shot on target, but on the ground. Extra time it is.
We go to OT. Carmichaels and Greensburg in game number 3 looking to take that lead. That series point back into their own hands. Really would love to have that comfortable lead, a pillow, so that they can continue to maintain that pressure going to game number 4. But right now, 20 seconds in, it looks like Greensburg is holding on to this ball with dear life. Carmichaels miles away from the play here, but Mike is gonna beat him to the ball. Never mind, gets 50. The ball still at the midfield. A good touch from Mystic. Brings it down to the orange net. Mike's no boost to work with, but a good touch regardless stops the play from developing, as we do see Carmichaels now slowly going back onto the offensive side as the ball drops down mid. Oh, Dave, I thought he had a hanger shot on target, but Carmichaels holding on for dear life as they extend now towards the blue side. This could be an opportunity.
Tell you what, with both teams just uniformly rotating on defense, keeping things away, keeping easy opportunities away from their opponents. I think both coaches from either team, or both management from these esports high school teams, have to be very proud of their units. They're keeping their cool even we get to tough situations like this. However, from Mike's, I did expect some better shot accuracy there. They've been great this whole game, even the series. That one couldn't go. Jay Cray, though, with the boost steal again. Look at how low those boost meters are right now. For Greensburg, they're going to have a tough time saving a shot if it comes on target. Pass off the backboard. There it is from John and Shadows. It's the save all for naught. Jay Cray, the follow-up, is in for the win.
Look at that. So much pressure in those final moments. Jay Cray saw the opportunity. I really thought that was a save, and we're going back to the midfield, but Carmichaels continued to persist, continue to shoot their shots, and it works out. That was not the final game, though, ladies and gentlemen. This is a best of 5, and Carmichaels have just gone up to the 1.
They have indeed. I am so impressed right now, again, from both teams. And we look back to the stat sheet, and Carmichaels, it looks like the recipe for success is getting all these shots registered. They went back up to 11, again, mimicking their game 1 performance. However, this time, Jay Cray was at the top of that with 6 of the 11 shots. Looks like that might just be the hot hand to feed if Carmichaels want to put this series to bed in game number 4. They're up 2-1 and maybe up 1-0 in the game. No, Mike's couldn't get the read off the kickoff, but man, that would have been a hell of a start.
Really, what Carmichaels does, it looks like Carmichaels want to close this one out in 4 games, but Greensburg is not gonna sit back just yet. A miss does come in. As I say that, Caster's cursed, if you may put it that way. Mike's pops it up high. I thought that was going to go to the back post, but falls down just enough to get Carmichaels the 1-goal lead they need here in game number 4.
Shadows thought that was hitting the backboard as well. He started to aerial for the save and then went back down to the ground. Said, no, that's fine. I'll play for the drop down. Well, it never happened. And instead, they'll drop down in this game at a deficit of 1. But it's only the start. They can certainly rebound. They'd like to do it quickly. However, they need possession to do that. Daves earns that for his team. Flips down the field. Looking for that pass into the infield. Shadows says, well, you lost your opportunity. I've got no boost. And I'm turning around to the other side. No, Shadows still prolific in the play. Continuing on his way with no boost, yet still wanting to get that shot generated for his team.
There's another opportunity for Jay Cray as he gets this pass down. And, you know, you're absolutely right. Here, that 1 goal for Carmichaels would be a lot of pressure. And, man, as soon as I talk about Carmichaels, they end up scoring again. In game number 4, being up by 2, at these moments, the pressure is amping up for Greensburg. What are they going to do? Pyro, what is the play here for Greensburg?
Stop Jay Cray. I mean, we got to applaud the shot there. That was fantastic. Jay Cray at first was trying to tee up Mike's. Got that infield pass that's been the bread and butter today for Carmichaels. But after that kind of was just remnants on the ground, Jay Cray controlled the ball, took it to the ceiling, flipped off the ceiling for the top corner shot. That might be our goal of the day right there. And again, if you want a strategy for Greensburg, keep your eye out on Jay Cray. Don't let him cook.
You absolutely do not want to let that man cook, because if he does, then this series is about to be over right now. 3 minutes left on the clock with 2 goals in. Man, as soon as I mention goals, it's always as soon as I mention goals, and I would say make it 3 for Carmichaels as J.K. Ray finds the opportunity to shoot that bullet to the bottom left corner. Dave Sobeys stands there reminiscing, what are they going to do now? Still plenty of time in this game, but it's the pressure that's slowly amping up that makes even a 1-goal lead seem so high, and this is 3.
This game has been domination. I mean, you mentioned the scoreboard, but even just the score of each player. No player from Greensburg is over 100. 2 of them aren't over 50. That just speaks to the lack of ball touches, the lack of generated plays on attack, even just registering a save. I mean, they don't have a single one yet this game. And so the tides have turned very effectively in favor of Carmichaels. We will need to see a full 180-degree shift if Greensburg won hope at taking this win.
This is it. Oh, who ran out of boost? And I'm seeing a lot of double commits here coming in from Greensburg as well that I feel like need to be addressed, especially in these moments. You've got to shoot your shots. Sure, you've got to be more aggressive, but you've got to make them count. It's got to be quality over quantity, especially against a team like Carmichaels, who are looking to capitalize on every single situation they place their hands on. Here's Dave Sobeys. They're going to get this ball rolling. Look at that. 2 players in the exact same position, yet again, leaving Mystic is holding on to that ball here on the midfield, where Carmichaels is going to get another opportunity here. Great save from Mystic. Yet again, with 90 seconds left on the clock here, we want to see a goal coming in from Greensburg right about now.
Well, the idea was certainly there. Shadows was upfield ready to take the ball on the counterattack, just couldn't get the shot on target. Meanwhile, John to the crossbar. Won't go in. Jay Cray intercepts the shot from his teammate Mike's, who had a much better line on the shot. Yet that does speak to the tempo that Carmichaels have been forcing this game. It is fast-paced, it is pedal to the metal, and it's realistically something that Greensburg, despite double commits from Carmichaels, have not been able to keep up with. Look at the whiff on the flick. Look at the lack of boost once again. This is Carmichael's game to lose.
And there they go. Finally, Shadows finds the opportunity, looks at the ball and descends. This one's mine. Look at that. Mike's really decided to take that one slow there. Did not expect Shadows to come out of nowhere. 50 seconds on the clock, 2 goals, 25 seconds per goal. Can Greensburg make it happen? Well, they've got to start with maintaining possession.
And they need Shadows to get in the face of Carmichaels. That was a great play for them. However, time not on their side. Jay Cray in search of Mike's, but that interception is from Shadows again. Getting directly in their face now and forcing the issue.
Shadows, right place, right time, and banger skills, the force of bullet here. Again, for Shadows as he makes it a 2-goal lead for Greensburg. 30 seconds left here, Pyro. Can Carmichaels gain that lead back? They almost did. Greensburg now looking just as scary as they were here in game number 2, but time is ticking. If they do not maintain this possession, they could drop the ball quite literally. Ball here still in the Greensburg half with 10 seconds remaining. Demos are coming in, but look at Jay Cray spending so much time with the ball, not giving away possession. This is the final stretch.
And Shadows, one final opportunity, flips up the ball, Dave's towards the net. Bit too high, Jay Cray does end up keeping the ball alive. Shadows struggling to hold on to it, and that will be it. Carmichaels, a domination spree, let alone the comeback attempt from Shadows, will earn them the victory here today against Greensburg.
What a game. This was intense, to say the very least. Carmichaels kept the possession, kept the ball control, kept field control the entire last game. And Greensburg, now if you look at them right in that last minute, they really felt like it's going to be a comeback. We're going to go all the way to game 5. However, Carmichael's ability to control themselves, be patient, and deny Greensburg the opportunity to make that comeback really goes to show how well coordinated and how maintained this team is.
For sure. I think anyone who faces Carmichaels in the future is going to have to work against that cohesion. What Greensburg started to do against them was cutting off those infield passes. Jay Cray loved teeing it up over to Mike's, as Mike's would set the stage in the center of the field, and Jay Cray would find a way to get that pass attempt over. And then how did Shadows score that second goal? Well, he intercepted that pass. I mean, how do you not watch that player, Shadows, from Greensburg and not become a fan? He single-handedly brought that comeback together. But I think the ways in which Carmichaels works and their cohesion that we've spoke on works more in just the passing plays we mentioned. There was the defensive rotation that stayed lockstep throughout the entire series. We had a couple shutouts against Greensburg from Carmichaels. That speaks to all the ways that you've got to try to diff them. And there's too many, honestly, to count. What a match there, Flater. And that will be our second of 2 that we had scheduled today for the PIEA Colonial stream, brought to you and powered by the TEC. Flater, any final thoughts on our high school Rocket League matchups that we got to witness today?
Man, we got to see a 2v2. We got to see a 3v3 and a very intense 3v3. We got a glimpse of a 1v1. Really was hoping that was going to happen, but no. 2v2 and a 3v3 turned out perfectly amazing as they did. We saw Greensburg and Carmichaels basically dominating. I mean, it's not even just Carmichaels. Greensburg played out of their minds. And whoever's going to go up against either of these teams is going to be in for a challenge. So, initial few weeks, watch the replays, and know your opponent, and of course, know the skill that they're playing at, because Greensburg and Carmichaels, they're potentially at the top.
I think so, for sure, for this Colonial side of the PIEA. Thank you all so much for tuning in or tuning into the recording, as it has been for today. Big shout out to High Tech in the background for keeping things looking good here on the stream. I've been Pyro J. There's been Flater to my side, and we'll see you next time with these streams powered by the TEC. See ya.
See ya.